Hello, this is Christina Osto, and I'm going to talk about the history of California in the 1600s. And this is the map of California in color by Christina Osto. The brief history of California. The indigenous tribes have lived in California for thousands of years by living in the forest as hunters and gatherers. In the 1500s, the Europeans came over, led by the Spanish explorers to take California and its natives. Then the Spanish-American War in the 1848, it became U.S. territory. Alderu L 2025, the first transcontinental railroad was complete in 1869. LGB L 2025, California is a state in the West region, and it is the third largest state in the United States, followed by Texas and Alaska. The gold rush had begun in 1848, where it was discovered by the Sutter's Mill, and it was the biggest gold in California's history. And this is the map of what it used to be, Mexico before the Mexican-American War. And this is the picture of the Spanish explorers. The history of the people of California in the 1600s, part 2. And then this is the map of United States in the 1600s. And then this is the island of California as it was drawn. The geography of California. California was named after the 16th century Spanish Romanticism of Los Lages de and where Spanish arrived in the North America in the West. The bottom part belongs to the modern part of Mexico known as Baja California, while the upper part of Mexico was known as Alta California by the Spaniards. After the Mexican-American War of 1848, the United States won California and it became its 31st state. The Library of Congress, no date. California's climate is a variety as her regions. And this is an old map of California in the 1600s. And then this is a map of the regions of California of its crops of grapes. The native tribes of California. The native tribes of California, the first people of California were the natives that traveled along Asia with the Bering Strait to Alaska of thousands of years ago. The tribes were called Indians by the first Europeans arrived in the northern and southern Americas. Library of Congress note date the tribes include the Koraki, Palalud, Maldadud, Kalad, Hulino, Mawajaw, Yokonuts, Polu, and Mokdok. Library of Congress note date Californians have a diverse population as 3,135 distinct dialects with its separate language. California natives have enjoyed their peaceful way of life, practicing their spirituality, hunting the fields, gathering for wild foods, and living in the natural habitats. And this is a picture of the Native Americans, and then this is the map of each religion of the Native American tribes. The culture of California in the 1600s. The Native California had their culture by living within their tribe that is according to the environment where they live in California. Each tribe developed its own culture that is aligned with their belief system of environment. Each tribe of California built their own homes within the region where the resources are. California State University, Long Beach, note date the different topographics of California shaded the way the indigenous California lives their lives. Each tribe have worshiped their spiritual way of their community that creates its own culture. And this 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 picture is the homes of the Gabriel tribe, and this is the picture of the Spanish arrived to California in 1540. The economy of California in the 1600s. In the 1600s, the California economy depended on its resources that was sustaining the indigenous people, centered on hunting, gathering, fishing, living off the lands. The native California were living off the lands independently and tried together as a community, living their own encampments within the forest. In 1768, Spanish explorers came in to create their missions of the Catholic Church with their military and Indians in the Baha'i California to create self-sufficient communities. ADL 2019, the Spaniards did not come as conquerors. The government wanted to ward off settlers of other nations, wanted to Christianize and make Spaniards of the native California. So the natives were baptized to followers of Christ and live within the faith of Christianity. And then this is a picture of the missions of the Catholic Church. And then this is a picture of the missions of the missionaries. And then this is the picture, an old picture of the missionaries in black and white. Politics of California in the 1600s. The California of politics was controlled by the Spaniards, who founded the land, and they enslaved the native California tribes to live the way the Spanish lived, according to its faith in the Catholic Church. McCarthy 2014, the Spaniards thought they have found the island of California that was known by the writer Garcia Rodriguez de Montero, who wrote the Les Gaz de las Nan book. The Spaniards went on their ships to sail for the exploration of finding the island of California in the tribes of the Indies. And this is the map of California island that looks like an island separated from the United States in the 1600th century. The environment of California. California is known its biodiversity in climate regions in the world. In the 1600s, the native California living in the environment by hunters, gathering, fishing, living off the land's resources, Calisphere, no date, all Californians were interacting and manipulation of the environment. The native Californians live off of acorns, berries of the field, hunt salmon in the rivers, and hunt for wild animal on its land. The native Californians live peacefully, live in a peaceful environment before the Spanish came in to take over. And then this is a picture of the Mojave tribe, and then this is the map of Mojave tribe of California. And then this is the references of the citation websites. The end.